Welcome to Flywheel Films and a special look at what we drive and why we drive it. We've been through a lot of affordable cash cars, and each one has been a step on our journey towards what we have now. Austin, you're what, 17?
22.
And you've had 12 cars?
7 cars.
Great, so let's take a look at how we ended up with our fun, affordable rides. Maybe you're in the same boat, looking to up the ante without upping the budget.
We'll hopefully save you some time and energy. We'll go over the 5 main categories we looked at when looking for our enthusiast cars.
To start, both the MX-5 and the Fiesta can be purchased for very reasonable prices. We each spent less than $15,000 for well-optioned recent examples of our cars, but they can be found even cheaper.
The Fiesta ST isn't quite as attainable or common as the MX-5, but it is a little bit cheaper year for year. The Miata just celebrated 30 years of production, almost all of which were available in the United States. However, the ST was only available in the States since 2014.
Thus, you can find a Miata at every price point, from a $1,500 project car up to almost 40 grand for the latest and greatest.
They're also both very affordable cars to maintain. Both manufacturers part-spend a lot of the parts on these vehicles. They're easy to find, and they're also pretty easy cars to work on.
So, they have low starting prices, even cheaper used options, they're affordable to maintain, and they keep their value much better than most other cars.
But price isn't everything. You can buy a cheap, reliable car like, I don't know, an old 07 Honda Accord, pretty boring, or maybe an ugly Scion hatchback.
He's had both of those.
Cut the camera. Anyways, people look at the reliability and fun mentality as an either or. You don't have to pick and choose, you can get both.
We can each attest to the reliability of both of these models. But once again, the Mazda has a bit more pedigree due to the time spent in production, almost 30 years, and they've had a lot of time with each generation to work out the kinks.
There are some specific years that are known to have some common problems. In most cases, if you stay away from the first 1 to 2 years of any given generation, you'll likely miss those.
So you're probably thinking, Jordan, how could a 2-seater convertible be practical? And I get that a lot. There's a whole lot of other cars similar that are much less practical. Boxster, MR2, CLK. I mean, this has an actual trunk, and the top folds into a compartment separate from the trunk. Look at all the stuff I fit in my last Miata. Tell me that's not practical.
Fiesta is a bit more practical. Obviously, it's got 4 doors and a hatchback. You can fit a good amount of cargo in there for 2 adults to take a trip. You can take 4 adults around town pretty comfortably, or if you have no friends, you can just go by yourself.
Not that many enthusiasts care about this factor, but both of these cars get great gas mileage. They both get above 30 on the highway, much better than the larger displacement alternatives. Even spirited driving won't tank your gas mileage. So practicality isn't everything, but it's definitely something that'll impact your decision on a daily driver.
This is where our cars come into their element. If anyone asks which fun, affordable daily should I drive that I can modify and personalize, odds are these 2 cars will be some of the first thrown into the comment section on the Facebook post of your local car group.
This is no coincidence. While neither car is fast, if you've ever had the treat to take them on a curvy drive, it's just that, a treat.
Fiesta ST is turbocharged, so it makes all the great noises, and even though it's front-wheel drive, it's likely the most fun you'll have in that platform.
And the Miata, perfect 50-50 weight distribution and rear-wheel drive. How can you beat that? I daily drive mine in Colorado, through winter and everything. Chuck on a set of snow tires and you're set.
As aforementioned, the Miata and the Fiesta have great communities. They have a lot of aftermarket options available. Whether or not you pull up to your car show with a fully built out race car or just a stock car with maybe a couple bolt-ons, you're going to get compliments.
However, the Miata has the largest offering as far as parts and aftermarket availability. And it has one of the biggest cult followings of any car possible, starting all the way back when Taylor Swift was born, 1989.
The Fiesta doesn't have as much of an involved community as the Miata. However, there are a lot of people that are out there willing to help. You may be asking yourself, Austin, what if I'm not a hairdresser? What if I don't want to drive a party? This is not an all-inclusive list of cars you can buy that are fun and affordable.
Yeah, there are many of options you should look at if you're considering a new car to hoon around in. For example, here are some honorable mentions.
We have FRS, BRZ 86 platform. You can also buy a Fiat 500 Abarth for pretty cheap. Toyota MR2, Civic Si, and Focus ST, just to name a few.
Well, that's it. Thanks so much for watching.
Don't forget to comment your favorite affordable daily driver.
Give it a like.
And subscribe.
But we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.